Hey you guys, this is Michelle Alonso and I'm a singer-songwriter and arranger, and today I want to help you understand and write better hooks. This is the first video of a 3-part series on this topic, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. We're going to start by learning what hooks are, what types of hooks there are, and the main characteristics that they share in common, that the greatest hooks share in common. We're going to learn a technique that will help you write hooks from nothing. You don't have to have any inspiration. And this is most effective if you understand hooks a little bit deeper, so that's why I'm doing this series. But this can be used by anyone, no matter if you're a beginner or if you're a pro. So let's get to it. So what is a hook? A hook is that most memorable part of a song. It's like the name says, it's the part of the song that hooks you into the song. It's like bubble gum that, you know, when you step on bubble gum and it sticks to your tennis shoes, it's like that for your brain. A hook stays glued in your brain. Now, the catchiest songs are flooded with hooks. They have hooks in the accompaniment, they have hooks in the melody, they have hooks in the lyrics, they have hooks everywhere. And hooks are so diverse that there's no way that I can talk about it in one video, or that anyone can talk about, you know, everything that there is about hooks. Maybe Max Martin can, but you know, Max Martin, please chime in. But it's important to understand that hooks are the main element in music that keeps the listener engaged. Okay, I like to think of hooks like wall climbing. So you know the little hooks that you have on the walls for people who do wall climbing, they keep people on the wall, right? And it's the same thing with music. People are able to hold on to music through these hooks that are set up all over the place. So in general, there are 3 types of hooks that you can easily find in a song. And here's the first one. Musical hooks. Musical hooks are hooks that are played by instruments. That's all it is, okay? And so I'm going to give you some examples from the pop, the gospel, and the contemporary Christian genres, since that's a little bit of my world, but you can look for examples in any genre, okay? But let's see if you guys know what song this is. So if I start singing ta 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 da ta ta da da, you immediately know that that's another one by the Dust by Queen. Now, if I went, you know that that's We Will Rock You by Queen. I don't even have to keep going, right? And then we have things like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. You just hear those da 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 da. You just hear that and you know what song it is. In the gospel world, one that I love is this one. And that's Love Theory by Kirk Franklin. So these are hooks that are happening in the accompaniment, and you notice that they come, you know, if you know these songs, they will come in and out in different sections. Some of these hooks will go on through the entire song, but they're playing a sort of like accompaniment role, right? But we also have instrumental hooks that play a melodic role in the song. And one example of that is Happy by Pharrell Williams. So the song starts with him singing, "Might be crazy what I'm about to say," and then the keyboard does a little melodic line that goes like this, and it keeps going in call and response mode until it gets to the chorus. So that is a way of hooking you into the song. And another example of a melodic kind of instrumental hook is Corey Asbury's Love, Reckless Love, that melody. La, 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 la. So that melody is played by an instrument right off the top, right at the beginning of the song. So these are some examples of musical hooks and where you can find them in a song. Now we're going to talk about the second type of hook, which is perhaps the most used, and they are the vocal hooks. Okay, so this is when you have a vocal melodic line that has no lyrics. It usually uses only vowels or made up words or nonsense words. And here are some examples. You guys, I think you know this one. I don't have, I'll just sing it, okay? It goes like this. Hey, yeah. And you already know, right? And then there's a little instrument that goes doo-doo-doo-doo. So that is a kind of instrumental, a musical hook that is connected to a vocal hook, right? And that's Hey Ya, the song by Outkast. And then you have songs like Oh Blah Dee, Oh Blah Da, Beatles, right? And doesn't make any sense, but the words don't make any sense. There's no lyrics, but that's a kind of vocal hook. We also have things like Roar by Katy Perry. Oh, 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 oh. And we have like Crazy in Love. Oh, 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 oh. So I'm just like singing these to you, and I'm sure that the song is coming up in your mind. Now in the Christian genre, we have, I can sing like, oh, oh, and you know what's coming up, right? You say I am loved by Lauren Daigle. You say by Lauren Daigle. And then we have things also like Reckless Love, that same song that I showed you for musical hooks. You have that same melody coming up again in the voice later in the song. So you can see how these can morph into one another. To give you a last example of a sort of like chorus kind of vocal hook is in The Greatest Showman. The movie has lots of examples, but one of them that I love is in This Is Me, because you have that oh, you have that line that is sung by sort of like a choir, right? And that is a very common effect that we see in music production, and we see in hooks all the time. Now we're gonna go on to our third kind of hook, the lyric hooks. Lyric hooks are hooks that the lyric is so powerful, so meaningful, or sometimes unusual or intriguing that you remember what the song is when you say those words. So you don't even have to have any music playing at all for you to remember what the song is. So I'm gonna say a few titles for you, and I'm sure you're gonna remember these songs. I Wanna Hold Your Hand by the Beatles, right? YMCA, Call Me Maybe. Now in the CCM genre, Waymaker. We have Good Father. How Great Is Our God. And I'm thinking What a Wonderful World came to mind also right now. Not in the CCM genre, but is also a famous song that everybody can recall just by hearing those words. The terminology around hooks is not very uniform, but this is a concise and effective way to organize and understand hooks. Now, what are the elements that make a hook effective? Are there specific musical things that we can find and incorporate in our own writing? That's what we're going to discuss in our next video. So for now, start listening to songs with this new awareness and try to find hooks in all of the layers of a song. The melody, the accompaniment, the voice, the lyrics. You're going to notice that a hook can morph into different types. A lyric hook can also be a vocal hook, and at different places in the song, it can even be a musical hook. So the more sensitive your ear is to finding these, the more you're going to be able to incorporate them in your own music. I do have a PDF, a free PDF for you guys that you can click on the link down below, and you're going to have all of this information about hooks and much more. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you soon.